Hello guys, welcome to MFKR, and today I'm going to be explaining how to make a mask like this one.
Let's go!
Obviously, it doesn't look the best, but I am a beginner mask maker, and so all of you beginner mask makers can have my technique on how to make a full head mask like this. And I may even make a female version of this mask that I made. It was supposed to be Corey Taylor's Red Dread Crash Test Dummy Mask from the MFKR album. It was also supposed to be his Ghost Glow mask and his Disaster Pieces, his Panda mask from Iowa mixed together into one to make this one. I think I did a relatively good job on it. And so today I'll be explaining how to make everything from the shape of the head to the materials you'll need to the holes in the eyes, the paint, and even the dreads. And so let's start. So the first thing you're gonna need is some saran wrap like this. You'll either want saran wrap or that sticky type of saran wrap that sticks to itself, and that's the type that I used. I forgot what it's called, but it's called something. It's a type of saran wrap that sticks to itself, so you can just, I think it's called not Flex Seal, that's that type of tape. Anyway, so you're gonna need some of that. What you'll also need is some painter's tape, and let's explain what we're gonna do with that first. So you're going to completely wrap your head in saran wrap, but be careful. This is a warning. If I'm not responsible for anything that happens to anybody. Essentially, what you're gonna want to do is completely saran wrap your entire head. Be careful. Cut 2 eye holes where your eyes are in the saran wrap, and breathe slowly through those eye holes. Don't inhale. Do not inhale very fast. Do not go. You will suffocate. So just go. So just, breathe slowly through the eye holes. The second thing you're going to want to do is cover the entire mask in painter's tape, starting from from the underside of your chin. If you're making a mask that has a neck, also, you're going to want to start from the very bottom of your mask in the front. So for me, it was the kind of like neckish chin area. So you're going to want to tape over here and then continue moving upwards until you reach your eyes, which you will then tape. You won't tape over your eyes, you'll tape a little area around your eyes, and then you're going to tape your forehead and then tape the top of your head, tape the back, and just tape everything basically. Cover every square inch of that saran wrap in painter's tape. After that, you're going to want to take an X-Acto knife, and if you don't have this, some scissors will work. The only issue with scissors is you could accidentally cut off some of your hair while doing it, so that's why I used an X-Acto knife. But you're going to want to have a mirror and kind of look through the mirror like this, and then kind of you can't see me looking, but I'm side-eyeing right now. I'm looking at the mirror like this. You have the mirror in your hand, and you cut a line about this long on the back of your mask, or well, your early stages of a mask, and then you take it off, you look at it, you put it on a mannequin head if you have one. If you don't have a mannequin head, then just holding it with your hand is fine. Just making a fist and holding it. What you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to take 1 cup of flour, mix it with 1 cup of water, and you will have paper mache material. Also, it doesn't. I just said a measurement randomly. That's not accurate. Just mix flour and water until it has like a bit of a pancake mix consistency, like when you're pouring pancakes, until it has that consistency. You're gonna want to take some leftover paper, whatever you have lying around, some paper towels, some toilet paper, doesn't matter. Whatever you have that's lying around that you don't need anymore, take that. You're gonna want to dip it into paper mache. Hey, what's up, Yuki? What's up? Guys, this is my cat. Hold on. Okay, anyway, back to the subject at hand. What you're gonna want to do. Oh, she's whoa. Sorry about that. My cat just knocked over the entire thing, the entire setup I have here. But anyway, I forgot where I was at. Okay, I remember where I was at. You dip whatever you have, toilet paper, paper towels, paper, whatever. You dip it inside of the mixture you just made, and then you take your two fingers and you don't completely strip it of the thing you just made, but you kind of you take your two fingers and you run it like this, and you don't completely take all of it off, but you take most of it off, and then you kind of layer it around the shape of your head that you just made with the painter's tape. You layer it on there, and then once it's fully on there and you fully have it covered, you wait for that to dry, then you do a second layer. Once that second layer is dry, you can go to cutting off the excess, like if there's some flaps hanging off the neck or something, or like the back needs to be trimmed, because that's what I did with mine. You cut it, and then you paint it. And so the paint I use is acrylic paint, because you don't need latex mask paint for this, because it's not latex, it doesn't bend or stretch. So you're gonna want to use some acrylic paint for this, and paint however you want. You know, mine was just a Corey Taylor mask. You could be making something completely different, but I painted mine with acrylic paint, and I used a dark gray, and I mixed it with some brown, and I kind of made this here. Now I am going to tomorrow. I am going to go over this again with some paint, because I missed some spots. But yeah, that's what I did with that. Oh, and also the dreads. I don't know if you've seen, but the dreads you can lay down flat if you want. You can. They're pretty flexible and bendable. Most people, what they do with their dreads when they make Corey Taylor masks, I mean, if it's not a professional Corey Taylor mask, what they do is they just take some rope and wrap it with yarn, but that's not what I did. And I'll explain to you what I did in a minute, but paint it however you want. You know, make sure whenever you use a darker color like black or like a really, really dark brown, you water it down first. That's really important, because if you just go in there willy-nilly with a bunch of black, it's gonna look horrible. So you water the black down with a little bit of water, and then I just take my finger, dip it in the black, and then just kind of, you know, go in there lightly, you know, because if you do too much, it's gonna look horrible. But yeah, that's essentially it for the paint. You know, I don't need to tell you what to do and how to paint your stuff. You can paint your stuff however you want to paint it. But you can. But yeah, that's basically it for the paint and stuff. So what we're gonna be talking about next is the dreads. What I did for the dreads is I took pipe cleaners, red pipe cleaners, and I tied two of them together, and it's about that long, and I wrapped it in some small rope, kind of, you know, this kind of small rope looking thing. I wrapped it in that. I don't know how to explain how to wrap it, so just wrap it until it looks good, I guess. You can use any type of color of pipe cleaner, obviously, but for mine, I was trying to recreate the red dreads from Corey Taylor's MFKR album. Or Slipknot, sorry, not Corey Taylor's. But I don't know if I'm not too sure if I succeeded in that or not, but you can see it's kind of a different approach to making Corey Taylor dreads. But yeah, that's my approach on how to do it. And then you poke a hole in the head of the mask where you want the dread to go. Oh, I forgot to mention, leave a little bit of the end of the, leave the end, and just the end, like about this much, of your pipe cleaner unwrapped. So you can poke a hole in the head and then stick the not wrapped end through, and then bend it and then hot glue it from the inside. And then that makes some really durable ones. Like, check this out. I can pull on this, it's not going anywhere. Watch this. Wait, hold on. That is not going anywhere. By the way, yeah. And then they're really durable too. Like, they're also on there. You just have to kind of fix them after that because they're pipe cleaners. They're bendable. But yeah, they're really durable and they last a long time. So that's how I make the Corey Taylor dreads. And essentially also you could use a blow dryer to speed up the process of, you know, the drying of the layers or whatever you want to paint. Because that's what I did. I used the blow dryer to speed up the process of the paint and the 2 layers of paper mache. Obviously, I used some discarded paper towels. And I'm gonna say paper towels are probably the #1 thing to use when making a paper mache mask, because it just gives you this nice texture you can use to paint on. And so that's what I do, but you can use whatever you want. I'm not stopping you from using anything. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. That's how you make a full head mask, and yeah, stay spooky.